Peace be unto you. Did you know that all of this talk about free speech and the idea of the massacre that took place, or the murders that took place in France, killing of the 12 people and then the 4 people in the kosher market, we actually condemn it, yes, but you need to also know some facts here. One, that 2 of the 12 people were Muslims. Ahmad Murabit was the police officer. So this backlash that, oh, this ideology and hate and all of this, oh, Muslims, we need to look at them under a microscope, this is something that's not right. I think one needs to also see that Muslims also died in that. So we are being targeted from both sides, and we are being squished from both sides. So we have to put things into the right perspective. You also should know that Maurice Sinet, he's about in close to his 80s or around 80s. He was fired from Charlie Hebdo for drawing the cartoon of Sarkozy, the former president of France. He drew the cartoon of his son converting to Judaism to marry a Jewish lady, and because the Jewish lady was rich, they drew it somehow. I didn't see the cartoon, but I know the incident where he was fired. Not only that he was fired in Charlie Hebdo for ridiculing Judaism, rightly so, very good that he was fired, right? But at the same time, they took them to court, and they had to pay monies. Now, if they fired this person who worked for 20 years and he worked there, and saying that, I thought this was the epitome of a place where you can espouse anything you want, and freedom of speech and freedom of expression, but it didn't happen so. So you fired this person for making fun of Sarkozy's son, but yet they put horrible images of a prophet who is loved by more than 1.8 billion people, and yet they find nothing wrong with that, and then they keep doing it over and over again. Now obviously the response is not, go and punch them in the face. Even the Pope said that if you curse my mother, make fun of her, I might give you a punch in the face, right? I mean, he was making a point where people, if you are chaffing all the time, you never know, somebody's going to get irritated and do something. So we definitely condemn any acts of violence towards, it's a low-line paper. It's something that does not add anything to the conversation. It makes fun of people. This is not expression. It's not even speech. But at the same time, I'd like to tell you that they fired this person, right? But now they're glorifying the fact that they're ridiculing the Prophet of Islam. So yes, you have a right to publish it, and we have a right to criticize it. Go ahead and publish whatever you want. But we are also going to criticize it. It's low, it's base, it's vile, it's despicable, it has no worth, it's not speech, it's just a blurb, it's a grunt, it's nothing to do with civility. It's something that you shouldn't even just pay attention to. I mean, this is an unknown paper trying to seek fame. Although we feel sorry that, 12 people died in that place. It was definitely a murder, no doubt about it, and we feel sorry for the kosher market where 4 people were dead. But remember also, there was a Muslim who was given a citizenship, who actually saved people in that kosher market from being harmed. So always remember that this demonizing of Muslims and Islam and CNN talking heads, what shall we call them? Shall we call them war on terror, or should we say Islamist or fundamentalist or extremist? Or they're trying their very best to use these phrases, which is very, very pernicious to the environment that Muslims also live in and work and are productive members of society. So we wanted to give you this fact, and I hope you understand and try to have a civil discourse.